Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
On this episode of Volumes, we have a special show for you. We went live in front of the Music Manila Expo crowd, wherein we were joined by Autotelic, who talked about their latest single that's coming up and future plans they have in store. Let's turn up the volume on Autotelic.
Billboard Philippines. Volumes.
We are live here at Music Manila Expo. We are here for Billboard Philippines Volumes, where we turn up the volume on your favorite artist stories. And today we are with the legendary band 12 Years in the Game, Autotelic.
Hi, guys.
Guys, if you don't know, 12 Years in the Game, Autotelic, they are with us right now. Multiple hits. You know them, you love them, but let's get into it right now. I think one place I'd like to start, like we always start, is where did everything start with you guys? I know you guys were all a part of different bands.
Yeah.
Before Autotelic started.
Yeah.
So take us back. College days, high school days, what was going on?
Technically, we've been around na rin kasi from the music scene. Even when we started na. Before we started. And yun na nga, parang may madalas kami nagkakasabay sa gigs. So parang nagkaroon lang kami ng parang downside with yung mga bands namin. So parang nagkaayaan lang na I message Josh, I message Jeff na hey, wanna come up with a band or put up a band na parang it was supposedly a side project.
Autotelic was a side project.
Yes.
Basically, we
That's
were
a long side project.
basically we were formed via Facebook.
Yes.
Message them through Facebook.
When we were hanging with Sandwich, they were telling us about AOL groups. So at least Facebook na kayo.
Facebook Messenger. Tas
Yes,
ano lang kami, nag-eyeball lang kami. Parang you wanna meet up sa sa isang mall eh.
Oy.
We met
Anong
up
mall yun?
sa Gateway.
Yes.
Sa Cubao.
Meet up lang.
Meet up lang, and then we discussed our goals, ganun, kung ano yung mga dreams namin, mga what ifs. Tapos, like, we listed down several, parang mga goals lang namin, where we want to play, what stage, what mga concerts, anong gusto namin.
Wait, so you guys met up, you're all in different bands, you're coming together, you're meeting up.
Yeah.
You're saying that you have goals, you have dreams. What were those actual goals? What were those things you wanted to achieve?
One of those goals, first gig namin dapat Singapore.
Singapore kagad.
So, aim country shows.
Aim high.
Hindi, Singapore. Hindi. But unfortunately, of course, hindi siya nag-materialize. Habang hindi pa kami nakatugtog sa Singapore eh. But okay lang. Parang alam mo yun, nagjo-joke lang din kami na parang, first gig, dapat Singapore, out of town gig. Parang, alam mo yun, it was hindi siya serious goal setting in a way na parang, hindi siya aim high, hindi ganoon eh. Parang, in a way, we just wanted to be casual at the same time. Parang, okay, we mean business.
Yeah.
Like, parang, we're serious about this and dinaan namin sa biro. Sa matter of fact, one of na-invited doon, actually, after that meeting, nag-quit siya agad.
We had one member.
Wrong move.
Yeah, wrong move. Sabi niya, ano itong pinapasok ko?
Parang natakot siya.
This band is too serious. I thought they're just gonna do it as a hobby. Hindi pala. So he quit.
I mean, you guys are coming all from different bands but wanting something more. So you did come for something serious.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you did want to take it serious.
yeah, exactly. Parang ano din, we had a common taste sa, J-pop and J-rock music. Like,
Who doesn't? Okay.
Diba, parang
J-pop suggestions right now. Give me some.
Sakan
Who were you guys listening to back then?
Well, it was Sakan Action, Asia Kung Fu Generation,
Yeah,
Ajikan, yeah. Favorite namin Ajikan, Perfume.
Ako, Radwimps.
Okay, Radwimps, yeah.
So
Sino pa?
basically yun yung naging common glue namin at that time na parang kaya yung music namin back 2012 it was heavily influenced by Japanese rock. Although up to now naman parang binabalik-balikan para namin, hindi naman kasi siya nawala.
Yeah.
But parang yun yung I could say na pinaka nag-glue sa amin as a group. Yung and syempre hindi kami one-sided then in terms of music influence. Pero naging common lang talaga siya. So, yun.
You had a common factor that really brought you guys together. You had similar interests. You knew that you wanted to be serious in your music. when did you start feeling like this is the Autotelic sound? What songs could you say, oh, eto na, this is Autotelic?
I think ano pa eh.
Misteryoso.
Ako personally, mga ano na, parang around 2016, medyo mas
4 years
late.
later.
Yeah, kasi we were still trying
To discover what that
stuff
sound
eh.
is.
Yeah, medyo new wave kami na approach. Medyo the quote-unquote OPM sound na mas rock and roll lang, ganun. So,
Especially during that time.
Yeah, especially during that time. And we were still trying yung different sounds until it reached the point that we released the Takip Silim EP back in 2018. Mas laid back. And siguro yung listening na rin namin nag-develop kasi. I love listening to Sting and The Police, Tears for Fears, so Hall & Oates. So, parang mas manifest doon yung listening ko kasi I write most of the songs eh.
Mm-hmm.
So, yung lumabas yung Takip Silim, the song Takip Silim mismo, parang sa akin, that's our sound eh.
That's the sound.
That's the sound that we're looking for. So, yun. Ganon din sa mga newer stuff na ginagawa namin. It's almost this ganong feel. So, yun.
Well, I mean, you guys are really well known for a certain, well, I'd say it's your genre, and it's the iyak sayaw. So, dance cry. So, can you tell us a little bit more about this? Like, what are some of the songs you would say is in that category?
Like, kunyari, when we released our EP back in 2012, we had a song called Balik. And we had a song called Dahilan. In 2014 na pala, I'm sorry. Tapos, ano siya most of our songs kasi are very light yung sound, yung tune niya.
Yep.
Very happy, very colorful.
Yes.
Sobrang dami instruments nangyayari. So, parang, but always think the lyrics are very heartfelt.
Yeah.
And it's parang something na us humans, ordinary humans, parang what we're going through life every day, yun yung nilalagay ko na sa lyrics eh.
Yep.
So parang may isang time na we were playing a gig at parang sa Route 196 ata yun eh, dati pa. And then may isang...
Shout out Route. We miss you.
Diba? Parang, doon kami lumaki actually as a band. And then there was this one fan na parang, I don't remember who she or he was, but parang sinabi niya, yung genre nyo parang iyak sayaw, no?
Yep.
Parang iyak sayaw. Kasi tas ginawa niya, parang sumasayaw siya, pero umiiyak siya. So, it made sense. Parang, kailangan lang niyang gawin, tapos na-gets na namin lahat na, nga, no, that's how our music sounds. I mean, yung imagery ng music namin ganun.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you think about it, you having the influences of J-pop or these more complicated type of music, more heavy on arps, riffs, and just bringing out these different types of sound, but then mixing it with lyrics that people can relate to.
Yeah.
You're giving them something new, a different experience that even if you're hearing these very complicated sounds, you can still attach yourself to the music.
Exactly. Kasi, listening to, like, heavily sa J-pop, J-rock, of course, di ko maintindihan yung lyrics.
Yeah.
I have no idea eh. Pero, yung instruments, iba eh. Iba yung pagka-record, iba yung guitar treatment, iba yung how they treat the vocals, very raw, very, diba? Yung hindi siya parang robot na sobrang polished. But anyway, tinry kong makinig ng several songs ng Japanese na very upbeat, very high energy. Pero nung yung tinatranslate yung lyrics, it's sad.
Yes.
Or melancholic siya. It's sad. It's very heartfelt. Parang siguro sa country din nila. Very iba din yung atmosphere eh. Iba din yung mood eh, 'di ba? So that's how they do it. They parang dinadaan nila sa happy tunes, pero the lyrics is very parang ganun eh.
Having those very like bipolar opposites happening in a song, it just makes it that much more engaging.
Yeah.
I love that.
Diba? Ako din mismo as a listener, as a musician din parang hindi namin siya finorce eh. We didn't force ourselves to indulge sa ganong klaseng music, but something that spoke to us lang.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you're finding your sound, you're putting out more and more music, you're discovering what Autotelic is. When did you start seeing more people coming to your shows, more people like listening to your music? How did that feel when that was happening?
I think after ng first album launch namin, 2016. Yeah. Oh, well, before. Pero ako kasi pumasok ako eh.
Yeah, yung
Oh,
album
yeah.
launch was
I
crazy.
joined 2015 sa
Okay.
Autotelic. Tapos parang ang naabutan ko is nag-launch kami ng album. Tapos nagulat ako na ang daming pumunta.
Yep.
So parang dun pa lang, oh shit, seryoso to. So
Ano din kasi, parang nakilala din siguro ang Autotelic for playing live music
Yes.
talaga eh. Sa
Yes.
live, it's the gig eh. It's
I
the,
would see you guys everywhere. Just like root gigs or like sa Giho, so
Diba?
many of these places you guys were playing the circuit constantly.
Well, for us kasi, regardless kung sino mag-invite, we always just say yes.
Yes.
Parang lalo na ng time na yon, sobrang when we were really starting out, hindi kami namimili anong prod, anong basta may invite, matic yes. Regardless of how much yung share, we didn't care about that.
Yep.
Parang we just grind lang ng grind, na parang there was a time we were playing 3 to 5 times a week sa route,
My God.
mga ganon.
Yeah.
Na parang
Yeah,
nagloloko na,
house-
sana
parang
natulog na lang kami
naging
doon.
home court.
house band nga eh. May requests kayo.
Parang kulang na lang is iwan namin yung mga gamit dun. So
Yeah, and I guess from there, parang nanawa na yung tao sa amin na kayo na naman. Parang napilitan sila
Sige,
na...
stream na natin.
Yeah. Alam mo yung feeling na pag pinakinggan nyo yung track, tas inulit-ulit nyo,
Yep.
na parang... na parang maano na lang siya, uy, parang gusto ko pala sila. I guess naging gano'n. Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam.
Siguro,
But, yeah, I think what really helped us the most was the grind.
Yep.
Parang the grind, the street cred, ika nga, for that. Kasi parang kung titignan mo, if magta-travel ka back in time, 2013, 2014, 2015, like almost lahat ng gig sked ng mga bars, andong kami, yung mga
Yep.
promen, like sa Giho, yun ya, parang andong kami. And parang I think that really helped. Kasi nung time na yun, hindi pa naman ganong uso or kalat yung
Social
streaming
media,
eh.
all
Yeah.
these type of things. You really had to be there for the
Yeah,
experience.
and
Yes.
hindi pa naman ganun kaano yun na pag na magkakaroon ka ng million streams sa Spotify.
Yep.
Noong time na yun, medyo nag-emerge pa lang yung Spotify eh. Kakawala pa lang ng mga ibang radios nun eh. Start pa lang eh. So, yun nga, parang I think us being always present sa live gigs or the grind there, parang really help the audience to discover us or for them to appreciate us kahit papaano. So, yun.
I'd like to expound on that point because when I was looking into your numbers across different social platforms, I think a lot of people don't understand that the streaming boom is happening right now. It's huge.
Yeah, it is.
It's different. Like there's artists getting million of streams in a day. Like it's really different with your social media platforms like TikTok and Twitter and Facebook and all these different types of things. Music is finding ways to go super viral, super fast. But a problem that we're starting to see is that the song becomes bigger than the artist. We're not
That's
seeing
true.
artists really on the grind constantly, gigs, experience 10 years into the music realm, where we have an artist like you guys, where you have 200,000 monthly listeners right now. You have multiple songs with over 10 million streams, but you weren't around during, when the album came out, it wasn't during this boom.
yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is you have an audience that really cares about your music and is there for you.
Yeah, that's
They're going to
true.
keep
Thank
coming
you.
back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually parang ano nga siya talaga. It's the experience that they got from us.
Exactly.
Watching us live
Yes.
or multiple shows.
Yes.
Watching us on our
The hundreds
lowest
and hundreds
point.
of shows.
Yeah. Catching us on our lowest points, on our highest points,
Yes,
diba? Lahat ng
exactly.
mga perfect and imperfect sets.
They were there with
They were there
you.
eh. So, and you're right, tama ka dun, Red, eh, na some songs parang become bigger than the artist and then it's always parang, alam mo yun, wala namang mali, but parang they push it too much. Stream nyo lang, dapat nyo i-stream, diba?
Exactly.
So, parang nawawala lang yung connection na mismo nung artist to...
That's the point. Like, why do we make music in the first place other than to connect?
connect it. It's the experience eh. So
The experience, and also a
Yeah.
lot of these people, when they were going to their shows, maybe they were in college, they were going through these different points in their life, and that song is forever a part of their experience. Like
Yeah, exactly.
nostalgic for them. It's a part of their
Mm.
journey.
Baga parang they grew up with the song na talaga eh. Diba?
Exactly. And that's how you make true fans.
Yeah.
And true community. I don't even like saying fans most of the time. True people that love your music.
Mm. Actually, parang sa journey natin, sa 12 years natin, wala pa talaga tayong song na like skyrocketed. Like parang paglabas ng song na to, streams ang dami, ganun. Until now, wala kaming ganun eh na songs. I like our song, yung pinakakilalang song namin, yung Laro. And Langoyin, 2016 namin yun ni-release eh. So it's been a while na rin na nasa nag-making rounds, but ano man, hindi naman siya like 100 million streams pa. It's just there. And
But we don't really know kasi let's say it came out in this time.
maybe 10
Maybe.
diba?
That's
20
the
years
thing.
later, yeah.
But what you guys were able to do by always playing and always putting yourself out there is a steady fan base that will continue to consume your music.
Yeah, actually,
That's
true.
amazing.
Yeah. Parang ano nga, isa kong mantra sa music is ano lang, show up. Yun lang talaga eh. When people look for you, regardless kung if it's 100 people or one person or two people sa gig, diba? Show up. Parang and parang kami never ma-discourage na, ever since na, walang tao nanonood. But we've been playing for 8 years na, pero bakit kaunti ng tao? Never kaming ganun eh. It's more of, kung sino yung nandyan, sino yung nanonood, he or she went there to have an experience eh, diba? To experience the live music. So, bigay mo sa kanya yun. Kasi, you'll never know saan naabot yung person na yun eh. You'll never know eh.
I love that mentality because that's the point. Like, especially in this day and age where I think a lot of people want things very fast. It's like, I didn't make it in 6 months. Quit na ako dito sa artist. Stop making music na nga eh.
Yeah, that's true.
Pero I love what you're saying whether it's one person, 100 people, 1,000 people, you're going to give them a show.
Give them a show.
You give them a show because they showed up and you showed up.
Exactly. Parang give him a show, talk to that person, diba? Play something na yung gusto niya. Kaya siya pumunta dyan because of you guys. So,
true connection.
Diba? Connect ka lang talaga eh. Kailangan mo mag-connect eh.
So we've been talking about how you guys started the music. What's really exciting right now for me, it's been 3 years since you guys put out new music. And we are getting new music this August 30th. Yee! Can you give us a little bit about it? And what kind of like inspired you guys again, put that fire back inside you to be like, okay, let's put out some new music. It's time.
Actually, for the past 3 years na hindi kami nagsusulat ng song, I was actually really frustrated. Kasi I write songs, ako yung nagsusulat for Telic eh. But naging honest lang din ako sa bandmates ko na nahihirapan ako magsulat. I mean, alam mo yun, parang ang dami mo nang nakwento. You've told stories again and again. Tapos parang ano pa yung gusto mong sabihin.
Yep.
Diba? Nauubusan ka rin eh. So, I had yung writer's block ko for more than a year for Telic. Parang kasi kami matatagal magkasama. So, I told the band na I'm gonna write songs for myself muna. Kasi I've been writing for the band eh. It's the collective ano eh. Pero as a songwriter, I had to take a quick break. I wrote songs for myself. So I made a side project. Then parang doon ko muna binuhos lahat ng frustrations ko at lahat yung anxieties ko after ng pandemic, pre-pandemic, yung mga ganyan. And pandemic pala. Tapos yun, after ko masulat yun, and I've released several songs doon, parang na-feel ko lang siya ulit na I think pwede na ako ulit magsulat. Nakahinga na ako for the boys. And,
let's go.
Let's go. Parang balik tayo studio and let's play random stuff. Random ano lang. Let's just noodle around sa mga instruments natin.
What was it like during those first few sessions when you're getting back in the studio? What was the feeling?
Weird. It was really weird.
Yeah,
di ba ikaw yung gusto mo umiyak?
Hindi.
Parang isa sa amin parang naiyak ako. Nakita tayo ulit. Tapos parang
on brand.
on brand. Umiyak ako.
Siyempre, ano rin, iba kasi the last na nag-record kami kahit paano was during pandemic. And ang daming parang isa-isa lang kailangan pumunta, hindi pwede sabay-sabay.
It was really different.
Iba yung experience nung when we were recording during pandemic eh.
Yeah.
And then, syempre, after pandemic, we let Josh do his thing muna. Then after that, continuous gigging lang kami, trying to recover the, alam mo yun, yung itch na makatugtog ulit. Kasi syempre,
Exactly.
after pandemic, ganyan. And then finally, parang, yun na nga, parang Yellow Room, actually, we just signed with them. And yun nga, we will be releasing this first single with Yellow Room.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Monty.
Yeah, shout out Monty and the whole Yellow Room team. And then parang also nag-record din kami kay Aaron, which technically dun din namin nire-record yung una namin eh. And for that, parang ang daming nostalgic stuff going on
Mm-hmm.
na parang nag-full circle eh. Parang even the sound engineer that we got or parang produce si Mark Reyes, siya rin eh. Parang, alam mo yun, parang in a way, naging nostalgic siya, but in a different scenario. Kasi, technically, yung first release namin, almost lahat yun eh. And kumbaga parang at least the people talagang, parang tapos na kami try natin to with other studio, try natin to. Parang eto, parang hindi, sige, eto, we're comfortable here. Parang, alam mo yan, parang being at your second home na binalikan mo. Parang ganun yung feeling.
That feeling, it's nostalgic, and you have, your collaborators, your bandmates again, but the nostalgia is just like, we're all together again.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
sound, it's still autotelic, but you're taking it somewhere new.
Parang
nga,
ganun.
Parang going back to your question nga kanina, Red, yung sa yung when we first got back again after ng pandemic, it felt really weird. Kasi,
People.
we used to play dati, pre-pandemic, 4 gigs in a day eh.
Yeah.
Ganon kalala yung schedule minsan eh. Minsan, we do parang lagare yun, ng lagare. For shows na full band yun talagang 6 songs, 2 gigs doon, we played 8 songs. So parang ginagawa namin siya. Tapos yung energy was still really, top-notch pa rin eh. So pero, after ng pandemic, after yung 2.5 years na nawala, parang it never felt the same, feeling ko. Nagkaroon din kami ng ibang perspective din sa music namin, sa doing shows. And I think na-affect din sa amin nung pandemic is yung online presence. Sobrang hindi kami present online nung pandemic kasi we were so used to doing it live.
Just be present.
Oo, harap-harapan di ba? Nawala. So parang, ano gagawin natin sa online?
Yeah.
Post memes? Or parang post throwbacks? Mga ganun. Wala kami magawa eh. So parang, wala. We remained silent. But, yun, maraming realizations. And then, after the pandemic, when yung nag-start na uli yung live gigs, parang mas nag-stick na kami sa guns namin na, there's social media, there's lahat ng mga platforms. And advantage natin siya.
Yeah.
It's a tool. Pero hindi tayo dapat gumigising or like we don't do music for social media.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Na-realize namin siya na parang, built talaga tayo to play live music. So let's stick to that, 'di ba? Parang record na lang natin yung live performances natin.
It's a time where so many musicians are made to feel na you have to be a content creator as
Ayun
well.
nga eh.
Oh.
Pinag-usapan namin yun eh. So parang,
Go.
pinag-usapan namin ano bang mapopost natin.
Oo,
Tapos,
namomroblema kami.
hanggang sa
Creating content eh. Oh.
parang parang hindi na siya natural. So,
Ang anxiety, no? Kasi like, before, anxiety is lang is like, oh man, how are we gonna make this song? And how are we gonna upload it?
Diba?
Ngayon, how are we gonna upload this song? And how are we going to market it for the next
Diba?
year?
We have to post.
How are we gonna make this dancing TikTok, my bro?
Parang, we have to post 3 reels this week. Diba? Paano yung
3
edits
reels?
na 30 seconds?
Oh my God, and we gotta cross-platform check this thing right now. It's
Tapos, diba?
crazy.
Tapos, kailangan mo mag-edit dito. And then,
Did we do the photo shoot already? I don't know.
But again, there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
Diba?
exactly. There's
Yeah,
nothing
it's a
wrong
tool
with that.
eh.
And a lot of the
Oo.
artists nowadays, like, they grew up in that and they're really about that. Again, to each their own.
To each their own, yeah.
Pero, what I love about what you guys are saying is like, we're live musicians. We love playing shows. We love being with the crowd and we love that energy. And that's who we are and that's who we're going to be. Yeah.
Parang play a show and then off stage, talk to people. Pag may lumapit na mga supporters, talk to them, diba? Parang share your knowledge. Ganun eh. Laging ganun.
I like times like this because when you guys are saying this, I think it gives more artists that feel what you're feeling the ability or the bravery to be like, hey, I can do that too. Maybe I don't have to be like everyone else where I have to make so much content around my music. If I just want to make music, I'm just gonna make music only.
Exactly. Ganun siya eh. Ganun
We
lang
need
siya.
more artists with more perspectives like that.
Side kwento lang. Nung there was a time nung nagbo-boom yung TikTok. Parang an entity was pushing us to create a TikTok account. So parang and we were like, paano gumamit ng TikTok?
Wala kaming alam.
Like, sasayaw ba tayo dyan? Like, yung time na yun, parang hindi eh. So, I mean, to each on its own, parang we respect, of course, musicians. They were able to use the platform to connect.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. No, I mean, kudos that you were able to crack your, alam mo yun, you were able to crack yung kung how to connect to that platform. Pero yun na nga, parang up to us right now, it's still a mystery. Parang how? And for that, parang not that nag-give up na kami. It's more of, sige, kung ano na lang, then if tatanggapin nila, DG. If not, okay lang din. Para hindi kami madedepress or pipilitin namin sarili na, sige, gagawa tayo ng content na to para lang sa TikTok, ganun. O gagawa kami ito para sa ganun,
But still, naman, we push ourselves to be responsible pa rin. Kasi parang part na rin ng responsibility namin is to be present online din. Kasi some people can't watch us live, so we post our live gigs, diba? Pinapa-record namin ano yung mga favorite songs nila, and then, sige, ito, record natin.
But again, it's about music. At the
Yeah,
end of the
it's
day, what you
still
guys are saying, it's like, what you're uploading is like a full set or a full song. It's still going back to the music. It's not,
yun pa rin eh.
hey, listen to my music. It's more, etong music.
Yep, exactly.
But sobrang siguro introverted lang talaga natin mga tao,
And that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm enjoying this conversation to say, then that's okay. And it's okay to have different perspectives on things. I mean, going back to your point earlier, a lot of people think when you say TikTok, it means dancing. But it doesn't. I have a friend in TikTok that showed me the capabilities of the app. People are doing some cool things on how to explore what they're doing with their music.
Yeah.
And it's just really about who you are as an artist at the end of the day. If you're an artist that knows how to use those apps and that's the way you express yourself, go lang. But then we shouldn't also put pressure on other artists that say, oh, you're not going to do that, so wala, you're not going to make it. No, if you just want to make music, just make music.
Parang naging pressure din siya sa sa creators na like sa sobrang millions and millions of na creators, parang paano ba ako magiging authentic? So minsan, parang pagising mo pa lang, yun yung iniisip mo, paano ba ako magiging authentic? Then that blocks you or
How do I
parang,
be authentic?
paano ako magiging authentic ba? Ano yung gagawin ko? Diba? Parang, how will I be different from the others, diba? Yeah. The fact na lagi mong iniisip yun, it's taking away na your authenticity.
Exactly.
Diba? So parang, for us, for example, sa banda namin, it's literally just wake up, then play the guitar, diba? Yep. Then go to the jam, then record it. And that's it. Ganun lang. Ganun kami, di ba?
Yeah.
So, to each his own nga, tama. But I think sa Autotelic, ganun yung naging formula na namin. We're just being us.
Exactly.
Sobrang kami lang.
Nakakatawa dito is yung mga content na hindi naman namin plinano. Ayun yung sumasabog, di ba?
Like, that always happens na never... We never thought of that content talaga. Yeah. Parang, okay,
spontaneous lang.
Kasi it's funny. Mag-record lang si EJ na something sa studio or sa gig. Tapos, sige, post ko lang. Ganun, tatanong lang niya kami, post ko to kasi natatawa ako dito eh. Tapos, okay, sige. Tapos, maling oras, walang tamang...
Walang strategy.
Walang strategy. Pero yun pa yung mga...
mga Sunday morning, kunyari, or mga Friday night, kunyari, mga, di ba, may strat lagi na, dapat ganitong time zone, mga ganito, ganyan. Tapos kami parang, sige, post mo na lang, ganun. Tapos mamaya, yun yung nagbo-blow up. So, I don't know, crazy.
Tapos kung ano yung pinag-isipan mo,
kung ano yung well thought of na post or talagang tagal namin ini-edit, yun yung hindi pinapansin. So parang kami, wag na nga.
Your fans know
Never
kasi they're
mind.
like, oh, we've been with you at the show. You're not like that.
Exactly. Kasi kilala kami ng fans eh. So,
Exactly.
pero hindi naman si EJ yan eh. Hindi naman si Neil yan eh, 'di ba? So, alam namin sila eh. Tahimik yan eh. Or they're shy.
So I guess we were just talking over there for a bit about your strategy about the release of your new song. So you were telling us about that. Tell the audience right now how
Oh.
you're gonna release your newest song.
So, i-upload lang na, lalabas lang siya sa 30. Walang walang any teaser.
Tapos.
Tapos,
Period.
brilliant. Strategy 101.
And
No.
it's not a strat nga eh. It's more of ano lang talaga. Hindi, nag-usap lang kaming boys eh. Na, anong gusto nyo gawin sa single natin? Mag-post ba tayo ng something din? Hindi, release lang sa 30. Okay na yun. Kasi,
And that's it. I mean, it's been 3 years since you guys have released music. You have a lot of fans and a lot of listeners and a lot of people that have missed you guys and want to hear new music from you. So just saying, hey, you know us for the music, you love our music, we're gonna put out a new song. I think that's enough.
yeah. And I think then, for those who are really, like, mga constant listeners or mga fans namin, like, we post stories on our personal accounts. Like, we're jamming the new song, like snippet lang, 5 seconds na, papiano lang si EJ, ganun. Pero it's not to tease them or to promote the music eh. It's more of, kami lang yun eh. We're in the studio, we're
Yep.
doing music. It's just us, being us, diba? So, yung mga sumusunod sa amin, parang, uy, may bago silang ginagawa, ano kaya to? So, that alone is, we believe na it's a teaser na namin, na hindi pa namin siya pinlano. It wasn't planned. Talagang very personal lang kami. And then, yun, kaya siguro, for this new single, yun yung naging direction niya na no teasers at all.
Yeah.
It's just the title. Walang context. Walang kahit release na lang sa 30 and then bahala na.
Question, now that you guys have new music coming out, are you guys gonna be gigging like 4 times a day? That kind of...
Sana kaya pa. I mean, kung kaya pa ng katawan, but we're still there. We're always gonna be there.
Basta invite lang. Go.
Ganun lang naman eh. Hanapin nyo lang kami, papakita kami. And we're already working on several songs na, mga new songs na.
So it just won't be one song, there's gonna be more coming.
Hanggang next year yan.
There we go.
Tuloy-tuloy yan.
Hindi pa kami sure kung gusto namin like an EP or an album. Parang saan man kami dalhin ng hangin. Ganun lang.
Well, I think this is a great place to end the conversation because you're going to be putting out more and more music. You're known for the music. The people that listen to you want the music. What kind of words could you give for artists that are going through a time where maybe they haven't been putting out new music for a while and they want to get back into it and they want to go towards the future of who they are as an artist?
Sa akin, I guess, laban mo lang. I mean, labas mo lang. If inspired ka gumawa, gawin mo. Kumbaga, don't let yourself stop yourself. I mean, if it makes sense. Like, parang don't let your doubts or insecurities or lalo na the age of digital world ngayon na parang, naku, baka hindi mag-viral to, baka hindi to sayawan ni ganito, or baka hindi
That's
ganito.
not the point.
Ito yung sikat ngayon eh, pero hindi ganito yung tunog ko ngayon. Baka naman hindi tanggapin. Parang, forget about that. Parang labas mo lang. And tulad nga nung pinag-usapan natin kanina, good music, it's good music. It is subjective in a way na kahit papano, kung para sa iba, hindi maganda yung music mo,
It's okay.
it's okay kasi maglaland yan sa taong matitripan yung music mo. There's no such thing as, okay, solid weird na music mo, X. Walang ganun eh. Eventually, may makaka-appreciate yan. Maybe, malay mo, yung weird sound na ginagawa mo, it's just out of your time. Alam mo yun? Parang way out of the time na futuristic na pala yun. So, you'll never know. Diba? Parang, imagine mo, nung 80s, yung mga tunog nun, diba? Parang, nung time na yun, ang daming weird sound na ginagawa, especially in the exploration of new wave. Ang daming experimental music nun eh. Pero, like, na-carry over siya up to 90s, even up to now, marinig mo siya. Nung time na yun, hindi naman agad parang, uy, okay yan. Even Nirvana, nung time na yun, nung nilabas nila music nila, it was way out of its time na eventually it found its own core, its own diba?
At ko din parang siguro
So, yun.
Speaking of time din kasi, that's something na natutunan ko rin no, na creativity really takes time. It's not something na out of the box na lang na, oy, pagising ko, kailangan meron akong gagawin. Some people can do that, but, diba, most of us hindi including me So, parang it takes time, it takes nurture, it takes yung daily routine mo, diba? Do other stuff. If you can, kasi tayong mga musicians, tayong mga songwriters, most especially, everyday yan for sure. Pagising mo, gusto mo makasulat ng kanta. Kailangan ko magsulat. Kailangan kong, I need to write something. I need to create something. And then wala kang magagawa. Then you end up getting frustrated. And then it's the next day, the next day, the next day. Kinakain ka nung sarili mo, basically. So, yun yung naging struggle ko for many years, especially during pandemic. And that's something na inabsorb ko na talaga na it really takes time You have to nurture it. As simple as pagising mo, hindi ka makasulat na kanta, go out, walk, di ba? Wash the dishes, di ba? Di ba? Garden mo yung plants, diligan mo yung mga halaman, ganun. Tapos, maybe you might think of something na creatively, di ba? So, ganun din. For songwriters na frustrate or mga banda rin na frustrate na they're not going anywhere. It's not that you're not going anywhere, di ba? It's how you set your path It's how you set your daily goals as a band 'di ba? Na paano ba kasi yung goal mo na dapat when yung ginawa yung rehearsal na sobrang solid tapos you play the live gig gusto walang nanood hindi na yun ba yung goal nyo na pag wala naka-appreciate ayaw nyo na 'di ba? So, paano ba yung parang tsaka isa pa huwag ka rin masyadong tumingin ng malayo. Diba?
Yes.
Think of yung what's happening now. Oo. Ano yung nangyari ngayon? Kasi lahat naman tayo may goals na, gusto ko makarating doon. Dapat in 5 years magagawa ko yun, di ba? Pero hindi lahat nagwo-work di ba? So, it's always yung anong kailangan ko gawin today, anong kailangan ko gawin the next day. What's the necessary steps that I need na kailangan ko i-take. And then, yun.
Kumbaga, have a goal, okay yun. Definitely, you should have a goal. Pero also, don't forget to count your daily wins.
Yes.
Diba? Parang
kasi
goal mo, magkaroon ka ng makatugtog ka sa big stage. Sa goal, nice. Pero yung mga small stages mo, parang, may isang manood. Nice. May isa.
Exactly.
Diba? Parang, may dalawa na sila. Nice. Dalawa na sila. Bukas 3 na yan. Alam mo yun? Parang, in a way, ganon. Like, count yung daily wins. Kasi magugulat ka na lang biglang, nasa big stage na ako Parang, laki na ng crowd. And, yun na nga, parang, I guess ganon. Like, parang, again, wag mawala yung pinaka-goal and know yung goal na yon. Like, isa puso mo yun. Is it really you're doing it for what? For yourself? Is it for like, for the money ba? For the, it can be anything. Pero
syempre,
make sure.
Hindi naman namin dinedeny na din yun. Syempre, sweldo din yun.
Pangkabuhayan.
Yes,
Definitely.
Puts the food on the table, diba? So,
I
parang,
agree with you guys.
But like, dapat, it's just a small factor lang yan dapat. It's, parang, we always look at the bigger picture lang of why we are doing
Exactly.
music
I think all artists or any creative has to be truthful with their intentions from the start.
Yes, intentions.
I think a lot of artists, you can ask them the question, are you doing this for the art or are you doing this for the money? And they'll go, no, it's art talaga, art lang. But then, I think there's a certain time period when you're younger, you can really do it for the art. You can continue to do it for the art. You get a little bit older, life starts to get real.
Yeah, it's reality.
And
reality.
you have different priorities. But at the end of the day, if you know what your intention is, my intention is to make music, my intention is to get to this certain point, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Continue on that path, be who you are, and go where you're going.
Exactly.
Enjoy the ride. Be present. Don't have to just focus on the end of whatever it is, and always just be able to continue where you're going.
Yeah,
for sure.
Actually, it's always an investment for the future for tomorrow as musicians na parang kunyari, yung as simple as playing a gig na no show, yung mga tao or may tao, ganyan. The fact na tumugtog ka doon, it's already an investment for the next.
Exactly.
Diba? Kung sino man yung nakarinig sa'yo, sino man na nag-video sa'yo, or swerte nga natin, diba? Ganun na ngayon They can watch gigs online But, yun, it's always an investment and it will never end. Depende sa goal mo yan diba? Depende sa goal mo.
I love that. Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's here today
Red,
at
thank
Music
you. Thanks, guys.
Manila Expo. This has been Billboard Philippines Volumes. Follow us on all our socials, Billboard Philippines. You guys can
Thanks,
check it out.
Billboard.
Just
Thank
type
you,
that
thank
in.
you.
This has been us with Autotelic. See us on the next one. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you, guys.
Billboard Philippines.